Do you guys believe once a cheater always a cheater? Recently started talking to someone and they told me they have cheated in the past. Kind of made me nervous. Any advice? Story 1. I cheated once, 15 years ago. I felt terrible, it was a shitty move. I lost so much respect for who I was in that moment. Have never even thought about doing it again. I think it depends on a lot of things, such as how long ago was it? How do they talk about it? Do they try to justify it, or take responsibility for it? Reply. I agree with you. I did the same about 10 years ago to a previous partner, multiple times, but he only found out about one. Felt so horrible after he found out that I contemplated suicide. I don't want to excuse my behavior, but I was drinking heavily and taking all kinds of pills. Looking back, I almost felt like I was a different person during that time. Like the years of drug and alcohol abuse changed my personality, brain chemistry. I'm sober 5 years now and would never cheat on my current partner. Still feel a lot of shame and pain because I know I hurt my previous partner immensely, and he still isn't quite over it. Reply 2. Wow, I could have written that myself, right down to the 5 years sober, 4.5 but close enough. I promised myself that I would never cheat on a partner again and I've kept that promise. Even now, when I'm going through a breakup that involved, but was not limited to, cheating. Story 2. Not always. Some people actually do learn from their mistakes. Reply. I was insecure as a 20-year-old and cheated habitually to confirm I was liked by many. By 30 I realized what a scumbag I was and could see I wouldn't deserve a decent partner until I'd grown up a lot. By the time that happened I'd come full circle and just wanted to be alone and not make any sacrifices for others. Story 3. I think them telling you is a bit of a green flag but maybe just yellow? Not so much red? Reply. Best comment LOL. Story 4. Personally, yeah. Like, I'm glad if you've admitted your wrongdoing and claim to have grown or whatever, but that doesn't mean I'm obligated to proceed. Reply. Agreed, especially with the personally part, but I just think it's such a disgusting thing to do. If you want to fuck another person, or whatever boundary was crossed to consider it cheating, just break up with them and then do it. Clearly you don't care, so break up and hurt them less than you would cheating. I just think cheating is the lowest of the low, and scumbaggy, and so damn selfish. I wasn't even physically cheated on, just emotionally, and it wrecked me. Story 5. Obviously this is a piece of wisdom that cannot hold true 100% of the time. There are exceptions to everything that being said, it is still good advice to heed. Once that floodgate has been opened, the important damage is already done and healing it is no small matter. Personal growth is possible, but you have to ask yourself whether you're willing to stick around for an improbable outcome, and whether or not you'll ever personally be able to be happy with a relationship tainted by such risk. First and foremost, your obligation in a relationship is to be happy, and if you think you'll be happier elsewhere, it's important to pursue that versus nurturing a relationship that might make you happy once you've both moved past this. Story 6. Yes. Walk away while you have nothing invested. Reply. Agreed. I don't care if the person becomes a saint after cheating. The person that was cheated on will still live the rest of their relationship paranoid and worried anytime said cheater is away from them. How could they not? It's human nature to have the thought once it's happened once, and it's no way for a person to live. Reply 2. Know that just because they failed to fully forgive their partner. I have helped cheaters and they're so get past the cheating and lying. They living good lives together. Truth is you can't make something work unless you're willing to fully move past it. A lot of people don't try to fully move past the situation. Yes, forgive but never forget, but don't mean your partner can never become trustworthy again. Story 7. Of course not as some immutable law of nature. If someone cheated once, do they have the potential to cheat again? Sure. Are people incapable of growing and learning from their mistakes, trying to be better people? Fuck no. If I met someone who had this opinion, I'd view it as a yellow flag at the least. Story 8. They have managed to justify cheating to their own satisfaction at least once. They have a history then of justifying immoral behavior, acting selfishly. Chances are they will do so again, when it suits them. Even if they have shown great remorse, I would never be able to completely trust them. Story 9. I think it shows they have a different view of relationships than you have, but I don't accept that monogamy is necessarily the best expectation to have for everyone, either. I try not to judge cheaters too harshly because I know for a fact that just because they may have cheated on you doesn't necessarily mean they don't love you. Monogamy isn't for everyone, but our society has been built around the assumption of it, So not everyone has had the opportunity to realize they might in fact be polyamorous without social stigma. That's not to say all who cheat are truly poly, but it still makes sense to me to not waste my time throwing labels like cheater around. Story 10. Usually, when someone tells you that they have cheated, it's because they want to be able to say, "I told you I was a cheater," when you catch them cheating on you, as though it somehow absolves them of responsibility. People can and do change. Not all people think what they did was wrong or want to change. The trick is figuring out what kind of person they are. Reply. Fuck bro, I don't know why, but you just made something click. A couple years ago I dated this girl for a couple months. It was something out of a fairy tale. Too good to be true. Absolutely insatiable for each other, seemingly perfect personality match, sex 3x a day, you get the picture. She kept telling me how damaged she was, but there was zero evidence to back it up, so I assumed it was just insecurity. I had no legitimate reason to believe she was damaged. But as you can probably guess, she did end up cheating on me in a detestable way and justified it by saying, "Well, I did tell you I was fucked up." As if it magically justified what she did. When people tell you who they are, believe them. OP reply. When people tell you who they are, believe them. Sorry, you found out the hard way. They're telling you for a reason. You just don't know what the reason is until you know the reason, and then it's too late. Reply 2. Just feel bad for her, not gonna lie. She was raised in a rough environment with a mentally ill mother. Her self-esteem comes from male attention alone, and I wasn't enough. Unless she does some serious soul searching, she will always be a cheater. She can't feel good about herself unless she has constant male attention, desire. Learned it from her shit mom. It's sad and tragic. So much potential wasted. All her friends loved me and thought I was gonna be the one to help her fix her shit. But she couldn't help herself. Hard lesson learned. You can't fix someone. Subscribe now.